Hey YouTube, VidHead85 here, and I want to talk a little bit about, well, you just about probably every Democrat knows a little bit about Karl Rove. Karl Rove spoke at Canisius College quite a while ago, and I basically saw him as a larger than life figure who worked under the Bush administration. And of course, during the Bush administration, he had more hair, but that happens as time goes on. Karl Rove spoke there. I look at him as a human ham sandwich. And yes, you know what? I don't care if it's politically correct. If you look at it as bullying, you can obviously close the video if you feel that way. Or if you actually like Karl Rove and Bush. But Tuesday night, November 6th, after I was done voting, after America's polls started closing, and Fox News and CBS News picked up the red states first because usually, they some of them close a little earlier and they were finished with it, and we expect them to go red. So, that's just no real surprise. And the main one that we were waiting on was Ohio, and Fox News is covering Ohio. Karl Rove is on at the desk, and by his so-called math, Romney is winning Ohio. They're going to win all these states that tend to go blue. So what's interesting is this man shrunk to life-size proportions before my very eyes, and I loved it. In 2012, Karl, you got some splaining to do. Because that's basically what it is. People are turning on him because of this very fact. But they also picked a horrible nominee. The Republicans made gaffes like crazy this year, especially on abortion, and we never let them up for it. 2014, we have to do the very same thing, but we also have to make sure that the Democrats, are going to do well in governing, and make sure that we take our case to the people as well. The other part about it for me is, now there's that, and I'm going to end that portion of the video. The second part is this Egg McMuffin cruelty, McDonald's, and about drones. Unfortunately, animal cruelty is a reality, and I would love nothing more than to just get rid of it and make people who subject animals to such cruelty live in the conditions that they imposed on those animals. That being said, sometimes I do believe that people do care more about animals than they do people. How can you say, now, there are a lot of people who do great humanitarian work humanitarian work, period, and animals are one of those dimensions that they use, which is great, because animals don't have a voice. Someone must speak for them too. But when we see someone who would come to the aid of an animal, but yet oppose universal health care, and oppose abortion too, you're no kind of pro-life, or you that undermines you, really. That's how I feel about it. Like, if you would, like, Hitler killed 6 million Jews, and and that was okay. But someone was cruel to a lobster, and he killed that person. So I'm just going to leave it there. Drones are a reality, folks. You may not like it. You may not support it. Okay, I understand. But the next person who tells me that, oh, you're ambivalent about drones, how could you be ambivalent about drones? Look, there are realities that we have to face. Okay, I'm not one of those pissy, long-haired, commune-living liberals, and hell, there's nothing wrong with that as far as I'm concerned. If you want to be a soft-hearted person who is shielding themselves from the realities of life, then you go right ahead. Just don't expect me to coddle you, and just allow me, Well, you don't even have to allow me to tell you how dumb that is. Look, this world doesn't have rose-colored glasses, and I don't want the world to be rose-colored because it's not. That is a reality. That is a fact. The next person that tells me, oh, your ambivalence towards drones is very telling, then you sound like a T-Publican, you can unfriend me and I will tell you to fuck off. Why? Because of the simple fact that I don't want to put boots on the ground in every place where we have a conflict. The part about drones the one that I like about it is that they're unmanned. The part I don't like about it is collateral damage. I don't want innocent children having their legs and arms blown off by a drone. Nobody wants that. Nobody. Like, I don't even care. If I don't really care if people say, well, that happens. I know it happens. It could happen to anyone. It could happen to me. It could happen to you. It could happen to many people out there. Collateral damage is that's what that is called. But for someone to say, oh, your ambivalence toward it shows that you don't care about human life, really? First of all, that's a weak blow. Okay. Second of all, drones are going to be used regardless. They're going to be. There is just no doubt about it because they're unmanned, and if they're shot down, okay, that there's no loss of life regarding the pilots or a pilot's loss of life, and we don't have one person in there stranded that could start off World War III. But for those people who are opposed to drones and want to live in a bubble where drones will be outlawed, you're kidding yourself. So those are my 3 little things. And have a great day, YouTube. I'll see you later.